Looking for that perfect game for your gaming console? Video Game Corner is the largest independently owned video gaming store in North Mississippi, located at 1519 Highway 72 in Corinth. We are an authorized limited-run retail store and have a massive collection of retro games and game systems, and also plush toys and collectibles. We also pay top dollar for your used video games. Check them out Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit Video Game Corner in Corinth.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, as always I'm your host, AirosftAL, coming at you from the vlog style because I have been busy as hell and I am tired. But that doesn't mean I don't have enough energy to make one more video before I pass the hell out today. That, of course, being powered by none other than G Fuel. Today's G Fuel flavor is, of course, Sonic Peach. This actually is not that bad. I legitimately actually do enjoy this. It reminds me of peach soda. I legitimately have enjoyed this. I legit do enjoy this. I'll make a try video in the future trying some G Fuel flavors in cans. I'll let you know in the community tab if I do that. But either way, what is today's video? Well, if you could not tell from the title, I'm doing a top 10. Why a top 10? Because I'm bored as hell and I'm out of ideas to do today, and I'm tired as hell, and especially killing fucking snake is something that actually does take adrenaline out of you. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about, of course, top 10 guns I want to review. Well, in this case, rifles. Now, when I say rifles, I mean rifles as in a broad term. I'm not talking about, of course, assault rifles. I'm not talking about short barrel rifles. I'm not talking about SPRs, which are special purpose rifles. I'm not talking about battle rifles. I'm not talking about bolt action rifles. I'm not talking about single shot rifles. I'm not talking about pump action rifles. Double rifles, which are basically elephant guns, which I don't think we have any elephant guns in Airsoft, although that would be fucking awesome as hell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's top 10 is just rifles. So, let's talk about it. At number 10 is none other than, of course, well, one you probably already saw coming. At number 10, the M16A1. Well, just M16 in general. The M16 is my favorite rifle because I've grown up with the M16 in my mind. Be it Scarface or anything else, the M16 in my mind is still there. Of course, the M16A1 could be the JG model, the SEMA model, or anything else of that kind. Even the e-bike Colt licensed model, which, I'll be honest, I would not mind having. But again, it doesn't matter if it's the A1 or not. Like, the handguard I can just swap out to make it look like the A2 variant, which, again, one of those things. Now, moving on, of course, to number 9. Number 9, if you guys don't know, or did not see this coming, of course, at number 9, we have the FNFAL and/or SLR. Now, you're probably thinking I picked this because of Call of Duty Black Ops, right? No, motherfucker, I did not. In reality, I picked on the FNFAL because it's legitimately a good rifle. Without it, we wouldn't have the M14 because of internal politics. And a lot of other stupid shit. But I'd rather let Ian McCollum explain that one than I, because I'm not that versed in, of course, firearms knowledge yet. But the reason for that is because the FNFALs I actually want to check out is, of course, the Aries SLR, or self-loading rifle, simply because of not only the Falklands War and the interest of it, the fact that, no joke, the whole conflict was literally FNFAL versus FNFAL. One, a select fire variant, the other, a semi-auto only variant. Again, both really interesting battle rifles, and both I legitimately want to look at and actually review in the future. Again, it's one of those things, it's just those two guns that are so iconic that I legitimately want to review them. Not just because of historical value, but also because of one simple fact. The FNFAL was in Fallout. I'll leave you with that and move on, of course, to number 8. And the number 8 spot I can't believe I'm saying this. And the number 8 spot, it's none other than, of course, the rifle that I really want to take a look at. I really would like to have in my collection. It is, of course, a bullpup rifle. It is none other than the not SLR, my bad, SRU M14 bullpup kit. Yes, you're seeing this right here. This thing right here is about as close as we're going to get to the Merita Battle Rifle. Now, you're obviously going to correct me in the comments section saying, but now, wait a minute, Al, the Merita Battle Rifle used a 5.56 magazine and fired 5.56 blanks because you used a Mini 14 as the rifle component. Well, no shit, Sherlock. However, a little fun fact of in-universe lore, the Merita Battle Rifle from Starship Troopers actually is chambered in 7.62 NATO and 308 Winchester armor-piercing rounds, meaning that, technically speaking, this kit is more correct with what the Merita Battle Rifle would be, minus, of course, the 99 rounds. That's, moving on. Now, at number 7, this is another battle rifle, because you should expect me by this point, I actually love battle rifles and classic guns. This is, of course, the M14, I can't remember which E variant it is, but it's the M14, basically. This one is the experimental variant, I believe, the E variant, I can't remember which E it was, but this is the one with the pistol grip, the famous one you remember, of course, from Black Ops 1. Instead of it being the regular standard M14, this is the one with the pistol grip. And I would legitimately like this one because, again, classic. And, again, I love my classic battle rifles. I would legitimately like this because, again, it's about as close as we're going to get to the Resistance Fall of Man rifle. And, yeah, that's about it. Moving on to number 6. Number 6, ladies and gentlemen, is a bolt-action rifle. The rifle, of course, being the 1903 Springfield. Now, you're probably thinking, well, now, why the 1903 Springfield? Be it spring or gas, which my gas would be CO2, of course, I would want the 1903 Springfield because it was the gun that Alvin C. York used. It's a Tennessee Heroes gun. So, yeah, I would love the 1903 Springfield because it's honestly a smooth shooting rifle. It is a smooth operating rifle. It is a good rifle altogether. And that's just one of 2 bolt actions on this list. But we're now into our number 5. Number 5 being Sci-Fi. At number 5, the next rifle I would love to have to review is, of course, the CSI XR5. These sci-fi guns, honestly, I would love to have. And in my honest opinion, it's something I legitimately would love to have, to review, to look at, to just marvel over, because I love sci-fi. I love science fiction. I love it all. I love it all. I legitimately want to review these guns. Legitimately, I want to review these guns. I just want to, I don't care which one it is. I would love to review these 2 guns. But, getting on to, of course, number 4. And number 4, it's another Armalite rifle. But in this case, at number 4, it is the Car-15. The Car-15 is the Car-15 or the XM-177, the 117, or 177, I believe. Either way, basically the Car-15 is a Iconic Carbine. It is Iconic Armalite Carbine. It is one you cannot look at and not automatically think Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Not only that, but also Vietnam, McAfee SOG, Special Forces, Pilot's Gun. Like, I legitimately would love to get this just because it was also in Fallout New Vegas. And just Fallout in general. That's honestly it. Now, number three is a bit of a wild card. At number three, it is the SR-47. Now, the SR-47 is a interesting gun based off of an actual project that was being designed during the Cold War. Or at least one of the projects that was designed during the Cold War. It was basically so that American Special Forces deployed behind enemy lines where they know a mass amount of AK-47s were being used, or a lot of 7.62 or 5.45 were being used, then essentially they can use the enemy's ammo while still having the same ergonomics and manipulation of an Armalite rifle. I would honestly love to have this to review it, but also turn it into like a amalgamation of either Magpul or basically throwing on a solid stock on the sumbitch along with a classic A2 front handguard, or just for shits and giggles an A1 handguard. Again, that's if I want to do that. If anything else, I'd probably turn into an M4 style carbine. And I'm talking classic M4 style carbine, or I would turn it into a Magpul carbine. Again, I haven't decided yet, but it's one of those things, you know? I'm still figuring my stuff out. More or less. Anyway, at number two, and this one's another battle rifle. At number two, we have, of course, the SR-25. Now, you're probably thinking, well, now, wait a minute, that's not a battle rifle, that is a DMR. You're wrong on that, good sir, because a battle rifle is essentially a select-fire rifle, or just a rifle in general of military service, chambered in a full-powered cartridge, while an assault rifle is a rifle chambered in a intermediate cartridge. The SR-25 is based off of the Armalite 10, or AR-10, which was a 7.62 NATO 308 caliber Armalite rifle, and it legitimately would have been the rifle we would have used had not internal politics gotten in the way. And I'll be honest, I would have wished we had this instead of the M14. Now, I have love for the M14, but at the same time, there's still a lot of issues with the M14. Like, there legitimately is issues with the M14 as a service rifle. But I digress. I would love to take a look at the I would literally love to get the SR-25, either model really. It doesn't matter if it's the cheapest model or the most expensive model. I would love to have this just to take it and turn it into a actual Armalite rifle, an actual AR-10, A3, or into a Magpul AR-10, because of course I love Magpul, I love supporting that business. It's a Marine ran business, it's a military ran business, military veteran ran business. I love giving them my support. Now, the big thing about it is that, again, I legit want to, I would love to review this thing, and I am a big sucker for it. But I'm procrastinating number one. Because at number one, ladies and gentlemen, is a rifle that I bet a lot of people didn't think I'd like very much, do you? A lot of people think that it'd be the last bolt action. Well, you're wrong on that, because I lied about there being two bolt actions. No. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is one that I love. And I do mean love, because of one game. The one video game that made me fall in love with shooters. The one game that made me fall in love with military shooters. The one game that made me fall in love with tactical shooters. Actual tactical shooters, not the bullshit that is coming off as a tactical shooter nowadays. No, ladies and gentlemen, the number one rifle that I would love to review, that I would just love to have, is none other than the FAMAS. That's right, the French weapon of FAMAS. The bullpup from France. Vive la France. Now, why? It's an interesting gun. Like, seriously, it is legitimately an interesting firearm. The development is fascinating. It has led to the development of course, the VHS rifle, which is now known as the Hellion. it is the gun that legitimately is featured, and of course Metal Gear Solid, which is not the game that made me fall in love with tactical shooters. No, 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 no. It's also a gun in Rainbow Six Vegas 2, which I do own the physical copy for Xbox 360, and do still play religiously, because I love starting new progresses just to do different play styles, because again, I love fucking playing that game. I really do. It's such a fun fucking game. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is that I want the FAMAS. Simply because of Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That, and of course, the ergonomics of it, the interest of it, just the development history of it. Just one of those things. Either way, though. So, before I leave this video, one of the honorable mentions I should drop, of course, is the Wind Gun Mosin Nagant. It's a Mosin Nagant. It's CO2. What more do you want me to say? Either way, though, thank you guys very much for watching. As always, I've been AirosftAL, and if you want to help with actually supporting the channel and even giving me the ability to be able to get some of these, or at least acquire some of these for review in the future, then consider donating to the PayPal down below. It's folks like you that actually do help out this channel and have helped out with many reviews that have already been done, many builds that have already been done, and again, it's just one of those things of, I really would love it if you guys did actually help in your own way. Anyway, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirosftAL. I'll see all you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time. Later.